Each year, a significant number of older adults experience falls, often with irreversible consequences. But what if there was a way to avoid this fate? It turns out that a specific walking style can offer reliable protection against falls in older age. What follows are 8 simple yet effective walking techniques that can not only prevent injuries and maintain health, but also restore confidence in every movement for people over 60. Imagine how a few minor but important adjustments to your gait could transform your well-being, providing a sense of stability, confidence, and freedom with every step. No strenuous workouts or expensive specialists are required, just time-tested habits that you can start practicing today. This information serves as a valuable resource for health, nutrition, and longevity, designed specifically for those who aspire to maintain mental clarity, strength, and independence in their later years. If caring for your own health or the health of loved ones is a priority, this information will prove invaluable. Discover the possibilities for strengthening your health and well-being, one step at a time. As we age, the human body undergoes changes, and posture is no exception. Shoulders tend to round, the head drops, and the chest loses its former shape. Unbeknownst to themselves, people begin to move as if they fear the ground, rather than walking confidently upon it. However, as experts assert, proper posture is a source of strength. When a person holds their head high, pulls their shoulders back, and allows their spine to straighten, their body aligns, and their center of gravity returns to its natural position. Good posture not only improves balance, but also promotes more efficient breathing, reduces strain on joints and muscles, and instills confidence and energy. It's not merely an aesthetic concern, but a vital aspect of physical well-being. Each time a person straightens up, they are not just changing their pose, they are restoring their body's harmony. Consider the story of Mr. Elliot, a 76-year-old man who began to stoop after a fall. His physical therapist advised him to imagine a string pulling him upward from the crown of his head. This simple image helped Mr. Elliot walk straight again and halved his risk of falls. This wasn't a miracle, but the result of muscle memory. Regularly and consciously straightening the body gradually leads to proper posture, becoming a new habit, making each step more stable and secure. The second important piece of advice for maintaining balance and confidence in movement is to direct your gaze forward rather than at your feet. It might seem paradoxical, but where you look directly influences your body's position and trajectory. Many older adults, aiming to avoid falls and other mishaps, have developed a habit of looking down while walking. However, practice shows that this habit can have the opposite effect. Constantly looking down causes an involuntary forward tilt of the head, which in turn disrupts the natural balance of the neck and the entire body. This shift in the center of gravity increases the risk of losing balance and falling. Furthermore, a downward gaze narrows your field of vision, limiting your ability to promptly notice obstacles and changes in your surroundings beyond the narrow strip directly in front of your feet. Instead, it's recommended to focus your gaze on a point approximately 10 to 15 feet ahead, keeping your chin parallel to the ground. You should only glance down periodically to assess the surface immediately in front of you. Imagine your head as the leading element of your body, setting the direction of movement. When your head moves confidently and straight, your body follows in harmony. Walking becomes smoother, safer, and more enjoyable. By directing your gaze forward, you activate your brain, prompting it to scan the environment, analyze potential threats, and make informed decisions about your next movement. Thus, maintaining the correct gaze direction contributes to not only physical, but also cognitive safety, allowing you to maintain control of the situation and move forward with confidence. The third secret to a confident gait lies in the natural movement of your arms. Have you ever observed someone whose arms remain rigid, as if glued to their sides while walking? Such stiffness should be a cause for concern. Arms, by their nature, serve as a counterbalance to the legs. When the left leg steps forward, the right arm swings forward in sync, and vice versa. This natural rhythm ensures harmonious movement, keeping the body balanced and coordinating each step. Free arm swing not only helps maintain balance, but also optimizes the walking process, reducing energy expenditure and lessening the load on the lower limbs and spine. Unfortunately, many older adults forego natural arm movement, succumbing to fear or ingrained habit. However, by freezing their arms, they inevitably disrupt their balance. Even when using a cane or walker, it's important to strive for the free arm to move naturally. Take, for example, the story of 80-year-old Mrs. Regina, who, gripping her handbag tightly, moved with noticeable stiffness. After a physical therapist's recommendation, she began wearing her bag over her shoulder, freeing one arm. This small adjustment restored her sense of rhythm and confidence in every step. By allowing the arms to move freely, a person restores the natural, harmonious walking pattern inherent in us for optimal stability. The fourth tip focuses on walking technique, specifically, correct foot placement. It might seem like how we place our feet doesn't matter much, but that's not the case. A proper and safe step begins with the heel touching the ground, followed by a smooth roll through the arch of the foot to the toes. This technique, known as the heel-to-toe roll, allows for optimal distribution of impact, cushioning it and protecting joints from excessive pressure. Moreover, this method of movement engages the correct muscle groups, providing an effective push-off for the next step. Often, older adults, fearing a stumble, begin to shuffle or land flat-footed. Paradoxically, this very fear can increase the risk of falls. Landing flat-footed or on the toes makes it difficult to step over obstacles and prevents the leg muscles from working fully. Additionally, the foot's ability to adapt to uneven surfaces is reduced, making it less stable. As an exercise, it's recommended to walk barefoot on a soft surface, such as a carpet, paying special attention to heel contact. This will help activate the foot muscles, strengthen your gait, and increase movement awareness. Focusing on each step improves the interaction between the brain and body, developing proprioception, the sense of your body's position in space. The fifth valuable tip is to transition to shorter, quicker steps. Throughout one's life, individuals refine the art of walking, and once powerful and expansive strides can, with time, work against them, disrupting that valuable balance. Overextending the lead leg can cause the torso to lean backward, which inevitably slows reaction time. Increasing stride length means both feet are off the ground for a longer period, reducing the base of support and, consequently, stability. Instead, it's recommended to favor shorter steps, keeping your feet underneath you rather than extending them far forward. This approach helps maintain your center of gravity, engages your core, and ensures stable balance. Short steps allow you to react quickly to sudden obstacles or changes in surface, as your center of gravity remains constantly over your support. Mr. Harris, an 82-year-old former athlete, initially resisted the idea of shortening his stride, but after his third fall, he decided to give it a try. To his surprise, within a few days, he felt a surge of strength and noted a significant improvement in his stability. He didn't slow down. He simply moved more efficiently. This example clearly demonstrates that adapting to age-related changes in the body is a sign of wisdom, not weakness. The sixth practical tip: engage your core muscles with every movement. Body stability begins not with the feet, but from the center. The muscles of the abdomen, back, and pelvis form a kind of stabilizing corset that maintains the body's upright position and provides reliable support for limb movements. If the core muscles are weak, the entire load falls on the legs, which inevitably leads to a loss of balance and increases the risk of falls. Strengthening these muscles not only improves balance, but also supports the spine, reducing back pain and improving overall posture. The good news is there's no need for strenuous ab exercises or gym visits. Try this exercise while brushing your teeth. Gently pull your belly button towards your spine and hold this position for 5 seconds. Repeat this exercise throughout the day while walking, cooking, or even standing in line. This simple yet effective exercise is easy to integrate into daily life. Over time, your core muscles will strengthen, which will naturally improve your posture and balance. And what's most interesting, no one will even notice your efforts. This subtle strengthening of your inner muscles will bring immense benefits to your body. The seventh practical tip: verbalize the texture of the surface you're walking on. An often overlooked aspect of maintaining balance lies in being aware of the surface beneath your feet. Transitioning from ceramic tile to soft carpet, or from smooth hardwood to rough concrete, requires the body to instantly adapt its balance. With age, this reaction slows down. But there's a way to stay sharp. Verbalize the name of the surface, either aloud or to yourself. Say, tile, carpet, step. This simple action activates the brain, drawing its attention to the present moment. Consciously naming engages cognitive functions, strengthening the brain-body connection, which in turn shortens reaction time. Peter, a 79-year-old resident of Colorado, is a staunch advocate of this method. After an unfortunate fall on a slippery hallway floor, he made it a rule to verbalize every change in surface. "It's as if my brain gets a 1-second head start," he shares, "and that precious second can play a decisive role." Regular practice develops awareness and proactivity, allowing the body to prepare in advance for changing conditions and significantly reducing the risk of losing balance. The eighth tip is dedicated to the art of safe turning, a seemingly simple act that harbors hidden dangers. In older age, turns can lead to loss of balance and, consequently, falls. Often, older individuals turn too quickly, abruptly change direction, or allow their upper and lower body movements to become unsynchronized. Such suddenness can disrupt stability and lead to a fall. A sharp turn generates rotational force capable of destabilizing the body, especially if the core muscles responsible for stabilization are not strong enough. Instead of risky maneuvers, it's recommended to master a technique physical therapists call pivot turns, or turning with steps. The essence of this technique is to turn the entire body gradually, taking small steps rather than making a sharp pivot. Before initiating a turn, take a brief pause to ensure your feet are stable. Then, slowly turn one foot, followed by the other. This method is especially relevant in confined spaces like a kitchen or bathroom, where the risk of falls is particularly high. For example, 85-year-old Mrs. Ethel had previously fallen multiple times when trying to turn to open a door. However, after incorporating the pause and turn habit into her routine, she reports she hasn't fallen once. This new practice has restored her confidence and peace of mind in her own home. Aging is not a burden of infirmity, but rather a period of profound awareness. The more attentively one listens to the movements of their body, the greater their capacity to protect and maintain it. These 8 simple walking techniques, when practiced regularly, can bring about radical changes in daily life. They allow you to move with greater confidence and a sense of security, and they foster a stronger connection with your own body. A person who has reached maturity is not a fragile being, but a wise and experienced individual. They have navigated countless life's trials, joys, and changes, and now deserve to move freely and without fear.